So, this is a recorded live show. So, Chelsea, well, let's say we are international break. So that means the players are playing for their country around the world. So, like England playing against Andorra on Saturday, just gone past, and we beat them 2-0. Good result. I know there's a lot of fans are complaining it should have been 6-0 or 7-0, but I'm thinking, well, to be honest, if we're going to do like a qualifying rounds for the major tournaments like the World Cup or the European Championship, I know some people might say, well, we should be, playing against much tougher teams like Spain or France or Belgium in the qualifying rounds. And I'm thinking, good point. However, it is good for the countries like Andorra to be like, you know what, we want to test ourselves to see how far we have come and sort of like go to England and see if we don't get, thrashed 6-0 or 7-0. So I think it is a good experience for Andorra players rather than the England players. The England players do need to have some sort of motivation to say, do you know what? We're going to try and win the game for the fans here. We're going to try and win whatever there is in front of us. So it is a big problem now that the players who are playing for the Premier League clubs, they are, going to hopefully to have some motivation, pride and passion to play for the club's fans. Where they play for the nations, they are, I don't know, I hope they have pride and motivation. I know I'm using all the cliches that the pundits do. They're saying they need to have motivation, pride, and they're enjoying football and all that. But I'm just thinking, like, I'm so glad Chelsea with the EU owners that we go in to the young players and say, do you know what? Do you have the motivation, the hunger to play Chelsea and to win trophies for Chelsea and to be like, you know what? We can do something here and try and win the Champions League or the Premier League or the FA Cup. So it is what it is. So if you have any comments, put down in the comments. And if you like my content, I know I'm looking a bit more chilled out and relaxed. My hair's so thick, I like it because I get it cut every month. So, yes, and my hair grows very quickly. So, that's a nice cup of tea. So, I think it was 3 days ago, they said, I think it was 3 days ago, that Thomas Tuchel had his last day at Chelsea 3 years ago. So it's incredible now. He is an England manager after Gareth Southgate. And I'm thinking, it's great that we have got a more of an experienced manager who have won trophies and, to be in a knockout frame football sort of thing. And so, yeah, we just have to really be like, you know what, I can't wait to see what happens next year for the World Cup. I know that Trump is going to be there. He loves himself, sort of, and is it the attention, which is great because as the United States president, they should have attention to themselves, sort of thing. So the World Cup, I can't wait for the World Cup next year because it's great to have three countries. You're going to play either playing in Canada or in the United States of America or in Mexico. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that would play out. And if England do qualify, I do hope England do qualify. I mean, we got such an easy group, to be honest. To be honest, when you got Andorra, the likes of Andorra and Serbia, well, I mean, Serbia a little bit tougher, but it is what it is. So, we just have to take it on the chin and play these teams. I know it may not be, pleasing to watch, you just have to take it on the chin. So, yeah, let's do this. So, the England ladies, the women's football have returned on last Friday night, where Chelsea ladies played against Man City ladies, and they beat them 2-1. And I said in my match prediction videos that they would beat them 2-1. So I was right. So yeah, it's great that women's footballs are back. It's just a shame that the summer's ended, even though the weather is still good, wherever you are in the world or in the UK. So it is what it is. So Raheem Sterling's situation is very tough to sort out. I mean, I like Raheem Sterling. I do. I really do. It's a tough one for him to sort out. I mean, not on Chelsea, but himself. And I hope the situation gets sorted out. Will he go to Turkey or will he stay at Chelsea for the rest of the season, just doing nothing, basically? I know how to live and do nothing. I find that very easy. So for Sterling, does he really want to play for a club in Turkey, or does he really want to hang about for the rest of the season and hopefully fight for his place? But Enzo Maresca doesn't want him at Chelsea. So that saying is, it is what it is. I wish Raheem Sterling all the best in this situation, and some other players in that kind of squad who are the leaver squad, as they call them. I know there are other words for them, to that kind of squad, outgoing squad. We don't want those kind of players. We don't really want, like Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, who was in the same squad as Sterling, get rid of player squad, and can you sort of, he went to Strasbourg, our partner, apparently, or sister club, and I hope he will do well in France, because I think the football will suit him a lot more, because as he is getting older, and and hopefully he can learn to speak French and try out French food, and maybe get to play against Paris Saint-Germain in their really nice stadium. So It is what it is. So I hope you're having a good day, and wherever you are in the world, make sure you have a cup of tea and a coffee. Well, always have a coffee first, then a cup of tea. I mean, well, in the space of a few hours sort of thing. So if you have any thoughts or any questions you want to ask me about your club, like Brentford, because Chelsea are playing against Brentford on Saturday, and I have been there quite a few times, and I do have Brentford fans, and they told me that this season is going to be a real struggle for them because the Thomas Frank has left Brentford to go to Tottenham, and you got Keith Andrews. I mean, he was an all right player, when he used to play for Blackburn and some other clubs. I would say he was an okay footballer. I wouldn't say he was exceptional, but sometimes when you're an okay player, they do go on to become a great player. But it is what it is. So yeah, we just have to chill and relax. So that's what I'm doing, chill and relax, make more content. There will be a main video coming out on Thursday where I'll talk a lot more about Brentford. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying all this, and give a like, any comments. If you want to subscribe, you can do it. So yeah, I want to say have a good one, and I'll see you all for the next time. I'll maybe do a live show. I'll let you know whenever I do. So have a good one, be kind to each other, and let's do this. Come on.